Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little long, but I've had some big things happen over the past couple weeks, and I've wanted to make videos about them. I just haven't been able to yet. So, in the meantime, I figured I'd do a pregnancy must-haves video for you guys. I've kind of just found all of these items through trial and error. Some items I won't physically hold up because they're either just too big or they're undergarments. But I will try my best to link everything in the description below. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment and I will do my best to answer them. My first thing that, and I have a good bit. My first thing that I recommend is a good planner. This thing is my lifesaver. Okay, so let's be honest, with quarantine and everything, I'm dropping things out of my planner. With quarantine and everything, there's not much to do when you're pregnant and your job is severely cut and you're basically home. But you can see I use this thing. It's all medical stuff. The only thing that's kind of fun in here are birthdays for my family. Yes, and if you can, because if you're like me, the pregnancy brain is strong, get an erasable pen. This thing is wonderful. I love it. It's by a brand called It's by Balm. Okay. So it's a funky spelling of friction, but you write with it, and this part is just like a little rubber eraser, and it takes it right off the page. Wonderful. Highly recommend it. The next thing, Prenatals. These gummies. Okay, so these were the like 5th prenatal I tried, and I learned that after a few I have to go plant-based. So these ones are my go-to. They have a little bit of a fishy flavor, but you can get over it after a while. I just recommend eating, like I take them about 15 minutes after I eat something, just so they don't kind of mess with your tummy. These are also a little hard to find. They're usually sold out everywhere I look, so I'm getting low on these. So I'm going to try these Vitafusion ones because I can't get these right now. Even though I love them, can't get them. So these are going to be a placeholder for a little while until I can get my shipment of these in. My next one is kind of on the not so fun side of pregnancy. These, if you've had babies and you've gone through pregnancy and don't know what these are, you are very, very fortunate. These are called Emesis Bags. They're basically sickness bags. So if you're going somewhere, they hold quite a bit, but you can just put it over your mouth and catch what comes out. I have at least 2 of these wherever I go, even past the first trimester, because sometimes randomly food won't sit right and I don't feel good. And I kind of get anxiety over throwing up in public places. So if I have this, it kind of relieves it a little bit for me. These ones I got from Amazon. They're called iSick bags. They work just as well as the medical grade ones. But they only cost like 16 bucks for a pack of 50. So if you were like me, go for it. I highly recommend having these on hand. My next one, we all know, I probably don't even have to say this, but panty liners. Yeah, when you get pregnant, you think, great, I'm not gonna have a period for 9 to 10 months, possibly even longer. But you still need feminine products almost every day. And if you're like me, leukorrhea is a thing. I'm gonna spare you the details of that one. If you want to know what it is, look it up. But if you know, you know. I also, because of my previous one, feminine wipes. Highly recommend the non-fragranced ones, but these ones work well for me. Me and Brian call them booty wipes. Just because if you have a doctor's appointment or something, you just want that reassurance that everything is out of the way when you're going to be examined. So I keep these on hand. Love them, actually. I also use, same brand, there's Summer's Eve, this spray. Because again, if you're going to get examined, you just kind of need to relax your nerves a little bit. You never want to be that patient that comes in and it's just a bad day. But, you know, everything's going to, even though you just showered, it's all going to be fresh. I hope you just showered, by the way. It's all going to be fresh, smell fresh, feel fresh. This is kind of back to the first trimester for me. First thing I recommend, especially if you're in the thick of morning sickness, is always having a hair tie or a scrunchie on your wrist, because you don't know when it's going to hit you or where it's going to happen. And if you're having one of those days where you start out feeling really good and you decide to do your hair nice and leave it down and it in the way, you're going to be sad you didn't have a hair tie. I also, so my sister-in-law recommended me these, and I just kind of didn't know, I kind of didn't believe in them. I'm like, these aren't gonna work. But they did when it came to dinner time for me, part of the way through the first trimester. The sickness bands. You can get them on Amazon. They have like a mommy brand one, and then they have the regular seasickness bands. They're the same thing. They just have a little dot on the inside, and it presses on the inside of your wrist, and you just kind of place them there, wait a couple minutes, and it does help with the nausea feeling. First trimester was rough. I don't like looking back at it. I used this next product long before I ever got pregnant. It's helped me more now that I am pregnant. Well, it's by Soothing Sense, and it's called Quease Ease. Now, excuse the look of this because my dog chewed it. Gotta love him. But it is an aromatherapy stick that when you're feeling nauseous, you just kind of put it under your nose and take some deep breaths. And it smells pretty good. I think it's lavender, spearmint, peppermint, and ginger. They also have a pregnancy one called Expecting, and I've tried that one, but it doesn't work as well as this does. I don't recommend that one. That smell, well, it could help somebody else, but me personally, the smell made me feel sicker. So completely up to you. Try one, try both. But they are on Amazon under Soothing Sense. So hopefully that helps you. So these items have been a constant since I got pregnant. I am sure a lot of you can relate, but constant acid reflux. I use Pepcid and Mylanta. They're both pregnancy safe. For me personally, I use Pepcid almost every day because Mylanta, for some reason, even though I use this pre-pregnancy, it just does not sit right, and the whole next day after I take it, I have issues in the bathroom. But this is like my last ditch effort to get rid of the acid reflux. Sometimes it's just so bad that even just sitting there is so uncomfortable because your chest and throat are burning. So if I'm in a dire need of something other than Pepcid, because the Pepcid sometimes just doesn't do the trick, I go for the Mylanta and anticipate the next day not being pleasant, but not horrible. This next one, sure a lot of you use it, Tylenol. I still have some pretty bad headaches here and there. They were really bad in the beginning and in the second trimester, but every once in a while they still come around. Tylenol is pretty much the only thing you can take. I used to stick to, because I'm a migraine person, Excedrin migraine or ibuprofen. Both of those you cannot take while pregnant. So Tylenol is the safe option. Of course, talk to your doctor, but always have it on hand. Next one is a heating pad. Now this one is dinosaurs. It's pretty cute, but I have a few that I keep around the house. This is just one of the ones I think inside it has flaxseed, and it kind of holds the heat better and kind of has an aromatherapy effect to it. It smells like a tea bag. I love these. I get them from a craft fair. If I can find the woman's card who I get them from each year, I will link the info below, because that sciatic pain is real. This I would recommend anytime, but especially with the ongoing pandemic. This is a pocket sanitizer. So I've used this just on my hands. I've sprayed carts with it, just things me, Brian, or our little boy are going to touch. Amazon has a couple different types. This is just the one I found. This lotion I have had pre-pregnancy, but I didn't appreciate it as much. I get it from Sam's Club or Amazon. It's Nature Wells Extra Virgin Coconut Oil Moisturizing Cream, and I use it on my chest, my belly, and my upper arms, sometimes my thighs, but you get super itchy when everything is stretching out. I use it all the time. I have yet to get new stretch marks. I have plenty of stretch marks just from weight loss, weight gain, puberty, all that stuff. No new ones have come up. Obviously that can still change, but this has done it for me and I love it. And it doesn't smell bad. It smells like coconut, but it's not overwhelming, and it feels really soothing on your skin. It does help with that itchy, stretching feeling, and I put it on before I go to bed. Now, if you decide to use this, the one thing I will warn you about is if you put it, I shower in the morning. If you put it on after your shower and then decide to get dressed, sometimes your shirt can have like an oil stain left behind. I went through a phase where I didn't realize it was this lotion doing it, and I've ruined 2 or 3 shirts that I loved because I can't get the oil stain out. Highly recommend this if you don't want to go the expensive route with all of the oils and like bio oil. All the pregnancy marketed ones, for some reason the price is just through the roof and I can't justify buying them. So I found this, love it, I use it. So hopefully this will help you if you decide to try it. And I just finished my first tub of this maybe a week ago, and I bought 2 more a couple months ago thinking I would go through it faster. But a little goes a long way. 1 tub has lasted me all the way through, and I'm now almost 33 weeks pregnant. Also with this, just because I'm one of those people, I don't like, it's a brand new tube, but I don't like when you have to stick your finger in it repeatedly, because sometimes you don't think, oh, I should wash my hands before I put my lotion on. It's just anything that comes with life, daily life, parenthood, everything. You just don't want to put the germs back in the tube. So that's at least a pet peeve of mine. So I use this little spatula I got on Amazon for $2. You scoop it out, put it on, and then use your hands to rub it. So for me, pretty much as soon as I found out I was pregnant, well, even before, my skin got super dry and started to feel like it was cracking right next to my nose and right, basically my T-zone, my forehead next to my nose, and my chin on the sides. Just constantly, even though they looked fine, they felt like burny and like they were cracking. So I would just recommend moisturizing. I've used a couple different ones throughout. I started with the Neutrogena Hydrogel, but then it started to burn my skin even more. So my mother recommended this Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter moisturizer that's also dark spot correcting. You get dark spots on your face while you're pregnant, and mine started right here, and it doesn't happen to everybody, but this one has been my tried and true so far. And sometimes you just need that extra soothing feeling where it kind of feels nice and cool. Doesn't smell super strong, but the Mario Badescu skincare facial spray, you can use it as a prep spray or a finishing spray for your makeup. Sometimes I just spray it on. But this one is aloe, cucumber, and green tea. Highly recommended because it soothes my skin, makes it so that I'm not uncomfortable throughout the day, and these are pregnancy safe. So along with those last two, another thing I would recommend is chapstick. So this Blistex 5-star lip protection one I've used for years. It's one of my favorites. Just use it whenever I need it. This one is a Sephora one. It's pretty affordable. It's just a tinted lip balm for the days where you kind of just want to look like you tried, even though you're feeling like you don't want to. So this is the Sephora Lip Stories Balm, and it's just a tinted lip balm. I'm wearing it now. People have said they changed the formula since I bought this, but this is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. I tried it because I got it for free as a reward. I loved it so much I bought a couple tubes. So I've had a back stock of it, of the old formula. I can't speak for the new formula, but it's a lip mask and I like to put it on before I go to bed. Products that I use all the time are concealer. Now the reason why I have two here is because, especially in the first and beginning of the second trimester, Shape Tape is not safe. It's even all the way throughout your pregnancy, it's really not recommended, but if you use it very sparingly, go lightly. Like if you're one of those people that puts it all over your face, just stop using it, find a different product. I can't remember which ingredients aren't good for it, but especially in the first trimester and beginning of the second, it's not good for your baby. I've started using Shape Tape again recently, but again, not often. On those days where this one doesn't hold up enough and I needed to have some extra cover. But this one is the L'Oreal Visible Lift CCI concealer. There's a different word in there. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because it's just not, it's not going to go well. This guy, you can get it at Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore. I use this, just put a couple dots underneath. It's actually a roller ball, which is really nice, and a little goes a long way with this guy. This one specifically, I prefer using a brush over a sponge or my finger because it just spreads out better and blends into the skin a little more. This is a pregnancy safe one and it's very affordable compared to my Shape Tape. I am wearing this one today. It lasts a good bit, but if you want to last all day, you're gonna have to bring it with you because it will wear away as your day goes on. So about like 4 hours in, you're gonna want to reapply. My next two items, they are very simple products, but they got me through some very tough days. Water or vitamin water. So there are some days where I couldn't even keep water down. It just came right back. But vitamin water, the flavor, depending on which one you like, there's many, but the flavor can sometimes help you, can also work against you, but this helped me, and it helped me stay hydrated with the extra electrolytes and everything. I'm at the point where even water can give me acid reflux. The vitamin water sometimes can set it off, but there's some days where you just can't avoid it, and water will give me acid reflux. So there's that. I also tried, I wasn't a fan of these, but if you really need help staying hydrated, I used the Liquid IV hydration packs. They, if you're nauseous, they may not help you, because the flavor, it's similar to my story in my last video with the glucose drink I tried the first time, the lemon lime one. It can make you sick. The flavor is just not one of those pleasant ones. It's like a bitter Propel. But for a little while, that's what I used until I figured out what worked. I will link them below. Hi, Bubba. Good morning. Did you have a nice nap? Do you want to wear that? You want to wear the sickness band? Come here. Come here. Hand up. Like that. Alright, there we go. Not like you're putting on a shirt. Okay? You can wear that for a little while. Do you want to go watch a cartoon? I'll let you have some TV time for a little bit. Okay, I don't know where I left off. I had to make sure my son was squared away. You may hear Peppa Pig in the background. The products that I don't want to just hold up in front of the camera. A good pregnancy bra. I personally buy ones that I can use after I'm done being pregnant. There's a Target brand one that I use, and I'll link that one below. I'm actually hoping to be able to still fit in that one while I'm in labor, so I can just kind of wear that and not have to worry about the gown, because when I'm feeling kind of crummy, I don't like anything touching my skin. My pregnancy pillow. Okay, so there's some nights where I have to move it out of the way because it's just too much and I can't get comfortable, but most nights it is a lifesaver, especially with sciatic pain. Sometimes I didn't realize this until I tried with or without the pregnancy pillow, but having your knees together when you're laying on your side can kind of make your sciatic pain worse. Having your pregnancy pillow, it kind of looks like the shape of a bean when you're laying in it, and you kind of put the bottom half between your legs and pull the open side up to go under your belly, and then the other top side of it comes around and lays under your head, and you can hug it. Oh, sometimes it's the only reason I sleep. For our anniversary, Brian got me the Pharmadoc brand, and I highly recommend it. I haven't tried any other brands, but so far that one is wonderful. It comes with a carrying case if you want to travel with it. I've traveled with it a few times. Wonderful. And you can take the outer sleeve off if you have to wash it. I was trying very hard to put off buying these because I just didn't want to spend the extra money. I didn't see a reason, but when I did not regret it. Maternity underwear. So they basically have no seams, they're seamless, and they can stretch. Now what I wasn't realizing, because my weight hasn't fluctuated very much, I haven't gained a ton of weight, but my whole body has changed. Your belly growing, you obviously need more hip room, so and you kind of need to accommodate the bottom of your belly. Some maternity underwear goes over the bottom of your belly and gives a little bit of support. Some just, it's like a bikini. I prefer the bikini ones. They just have a little bit of a lip to accommodate your belly. I was really not wanting to buy new underwear because why when I have perfectly good underwear? But I didn't realize how uncomfortable I was until I tried the maternity underwear. I also recommend bra extenders. It just looks like the back clasp of your bra, just a little section of it so you can put the ends to it. Basically the first and second trimester is when my breasts grew. I went up like 1 or 2 cup sizes. So I bought maternity and nursing bras to accommodate my cup size, and then I started to realize my cups are fitting but the band is hurting, and it's because once you get to a certain point your baby gets under your ribs and your band gets tighter because your front is going out further, and if you're like me and you like underwire, your underwire starts to lift. So it gets uncomfortable and digs under your breasts. That is all I have for my must-haves. I have a few videos planned to come up, and I wanted to get a specific one out before this, but I need someone else in the video for it, so I'm hoping to have that filmed within the next few days because they are on board, and I'm very excited to get this video out there. Keep an eye out for that because it's a big video and it's a big thing in my life, and I'm excited for you to see it. So yes, keep an eye out for some exciting videos I have coming up. I'm also hoping to start vlogging very soon. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay safe. Try to stay healthy, and hopefully you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe if you did. And again, comment below. Have a good day, guys.